Chilly night at the ballpark. We have our own gear. The Mets were. Nick Fortes slugs one out to left field. Back goes Nimmo on the warning track, and a step or two from the wall, he makes the. You have to go with the style of the moment. We don't have the ability to show the color of your equipment. I am told, Keith, that because of our logistics here, if you stand up behind me, we lighten that up a little bit so that we can see. Because this is a very special color. It's straight out of Haight-Ashbury in the 60s. There you go. 3-0 to Xavier Edwards. And it's on the inside corner, strike 3-1. That's not quite the same either. Line past the mound and into center field, a base hit for Edwards. So Xavier Edwards, who hit .328 last year, is 2. So, you know, it's not functioning quite the same way.
Did you notice Mr. Met photobombing behind us?
Have our cameraman out in the cold because we don't really care so much about his comfort. But we are sitting here in a relative. How would the battery-powered vest look if?
Oh, nice.
Senga.
Wow.
Goose. Stowers walked his first time up, and he goes down swinging on the forkball. And Senga's got his 3rd strikeout.
That was a good.
Was caught stealing in the first. There goes Edwards. The throw by Senga. Acuna gets the tag down a little too late. And that's lifted out to right, easy for Soto. And that retires the side. A hit and one left, middle of the 3rd, no score. Lindor on a base hit leading off the 1st inning. 4. Last to do it for the Mets. And this time Lindor was serious about bunting, and he'll beat this out with no problem. Soto takes a breaking ball down for ball 1.
Soto struck out the first.
Cutter on the inside corner. Lindor 2 stolen bases already this year. He gets back in.
Look at Soto here in his first.
So that certainly leads to the question. As Soto drives one out to left center field, back in the gap, headed toward the wall, and it's one hop against the fence. Myers plays the carom. Lindor being waved home. The throw to the plate is not in time.
Now that he's out of Yankee Stadium, there's the center fielder. This ball's up in the air, and he doesn't get to it. Short hops the wall. Without Yankee Stadium in that short.
Settles for an RBI double. Lindor scoring all the way from first. And Alonso takes. Do you think Bellozo saw him move up in the box, and that's why he threw him a fastball?
I think the pitch was already called.
That's lined out to left field, but right there waiting for it is Conine, and he retires Alonso for the 1st out of the inning.
Well, you can't do it today. He's got to engage the hitter.
I mean, you were always. That one pops out of the middle, Fortes, and that'll get Soto over to 3rd. So Nick Soto at 3rd and 1 out. A run home here in the 3rd. And Brandon takes ball, giving the Mets a chance to play it another. And Nimmo takes a strike, 3-1. And the breaking ball popped up on the infield. 3rd baseman Paulie taking charge of it. 2 out. He takes the cutter at the top of the zone for a strike. Umpires generally call the higher strike. Good breaking ball. 0-2. That's drilled into left field, and Paulie dives, and he makes the catch. Conine, the left field. Astronomy. How he survived that, I do not know. He stretch of Steve's stomach and so much more.
This broadcast has been tough on Cincinnati's ball.
Skyline Chili plates and cups and all sorts of stuff. as Matt Mervis singles up the middle to start the 4th inning.
Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. The replacement vending machines. I mean, these rating the anniversary because it was 50-50 at best that I'd make it one year.
Well, you know, and this is why, Keith.
Yes.
All these other teams by the wildlife grounded foul, and I'm looking forward to Sacramento because I'm feeling that. No, and it wasn't dogs. 1-2 coming outside 2-2. And they put us in a booth where there was a pole right in front of us, like right here, like right. Not have made it back alive. Popped up foul, first base side. Alonso to the. Alonso hit the railing and then caught the ball. That was a tough play. To left field to rob Vientos of a hit. Takes a fastball from Senga for a strike. And
nice
that
block.
ball blocked by Senga. 1-1 coming. That's lined the other way. A base hit for Conine. Mervis pulls in at second. And so a couple of hits for the Marlins off Senga. Fouls off first pitch cutter, 0-1. Myers and Derek Hill have been in 32 degrees and a bad back really don't go together. And a cutter off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Clayton McCullum. And that fastball pops inside. 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball could be 2. Acuna to Lindor on to first. In time.
Use fan cash on team gear on Fanatics.com or bonus bets in the Fanatics Sportsbook app. Stay tuned for exclusive offers all season long. And how they get the pitchers ready. Instead of throwing bullpen sessions this season in between starts, they throw live BP on the field. Our producer Greg Picker told me that back in the day they used to do that more often.
After my time.
Well, I'll say this. In the minor leagues, generally back in those days.
Before my time, because we always had kids that would throw BP to us if in the he had a low ceiling too.
Winker gets under one to center field. Who's going to get it? Left fielder Conine.
Oh, I can't hit anymore.
No, not to hit, but just to see what it looks like. You know, that that machine.
You're going to tell me I'm going to get in the box and I can't swing?
You know, plied his trade swinging the bat at some point in your distant past.
Distant is right. Because like I said, it was so narrow and you had a low ceiling. So when I took BP, the Cardinals, when I was coming up and young.
Taylor gets a breaking ball and pops it up. It's Luis Angel Acuna, and he takes a fastball high from Bellozo. Bellozo has survived nicely despite throwing a lot of pitches early in this game. Thrown in as an emergency starter with Alcantara going on the paternity list. And he's given up just 1 run and 5 hits. 2-0 to Acuna.
Mechanics.
That's all we heard last summer when he was trying to come back from the shoulder injury.
So that's interesting right there. You saw, you know, how I might.
3-1 to Acuna. And the breaking ball inside, ball 4. So Acuna draws a 2-out walk. Well, let's see if Bellozo is done. He is. 76 pitches over 3 2/3. Tyler Phillips will come on in relief of him. Called to the guy his first time up, and he misses inside with his first fastball, ball 1.
And he hasn't pitched.
In 11. Senga pops one up behind first base. Long run for Lopez toward the line into foul ground. He slides and makes the catch. Looking southward. Paulie grounded out to second base his first time up. And he pulls one down the line. Foul. Just past a diving Alonso and just foul. Splitter below the knees, 1-1. Graham Paulie, one of a couple. It was quite the collapse by the Dukies on Saturday.
It was. Never won a championship, not even with the Big E and Elijah Wan.
Well, and Kelvin Sampson's looking for a goose, giving up 4 hits, and that one's pulled down the right field line toward the corner, but foul. Maybe the Marlins have gotten the leadoff man on.
Well, the Marlins have shown that
The Nimmo caught his first time up, and he hits a double play ball right at Lindor. Acuna with the turn for the easy 6-4-3 double play.
zone.
Fastball fouled off, 2-1, like little Pac-Man monsters.
Or Space Invaders.
3-1. The Mets are going to have 13 last year when he had the extra day of rest. And of course, pitchers in Japan generally pitch once a week. Stays healthy and productive. 3-2 coming. And he fouls back high fastball, 96. And Edwards goes down swinging on the forkball, so he set him up with the fastball. Lindor leads off against Tyler Phillips, who fires the fastball for a strike. Phillips came on and that's lined the other way. Lindor has got his third hit of the night. Soto, who drove him in with a double to left center his last time up for the game's only run. And Phillips, teams are more conscious of taking starting pitchers and turning them into multiple innings. And that's what Phillips is for the Marlins, and in a case way to 3,000. Soto takes fastball down, 2-0.
It's time through the order. Well, that one time could be 3 innings out of
by Soto. And that's below the knees. You know, there's been so much attention in the big with Buto and Kranick. Check swing, and that misses for ball 4, and the Mets have the first 2 men out of the field. Alonso fouls off first pitch fastball, 0-1. Pete single to center. He chases a slider, 0-2. Phillips ahead on Alonso, 0-2. And went well wide, and Fortes. 1-2 coming. And that fastball just ups. 2-2 to Alonso. And he hits one on the ground to short. Edwards to second, 1. Lopez on to first in time for the double. Now he's got Lindor at third with 2 out. And he hits one on the ground to the right side. And Phillips gets himself out of the jam. Lopez makes the toss to pitch in the top of the 6th. And Kyle Stowers takes a sinker down for ball 1. Miami, the last game there, he was brought in to try and get the save in the bottom of the 11th. Couldn't finish the inning. Threw 77 pitches over 5 innings. Allowed no runs and 5 hits, walked 2, struck out 4. So, and the slider off the plate, and Stowers lays off. Lake Bacher is up in the bullpen for Miami. And Stowers hits one on the ground. Vientos on the backhand knocks it down.
off the heel of his glove.
And Lopez hits it softly to second. Acuna with the backhand flip, and no chance for 2. Not against Lopez. Matt Mervis, the left-hand hitter, will not bat, and they'll send up Jonah Bride instead. And he takes a slider for a strike, 0-1. A? The AAs? No, that wouldn't be right. I don't know. It's going to be a problem this weekend. Hitting, and that slider runs inside, and he stopped the swing in time. 2 balls and a strike. As outside, that's 3-1 to Bride. 1. And a fastball at the knees for a strike. 3-2, 1 out, not going, and it's in there for a call. Strike 3. Got him look. Pitch. There's Wagaman. Probably fortunate he wasn't running on the 3-2 pitch. And he comes inside with the slider and gets him in 1-2. That's both. 1-2 coming. And the slider a little bit low, 2-2. 2-2. Out to right field. In comes Soto. He's there to make the catch. And that retires the side. Danny Young with a scoreless inning. Vientos was robbed of a hit his last time up. Hit a liner to left that Griffin Conine made a terrific dive. Taylor for the Mets in the 6th. And Vientos takes a slider for a strike. And it's 1-2. Bacher. And the slider away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Dodgers, Mackenzie Gore for the Nats. And that's too low, ball 4. So can't have it at 6. That'll be right in the 7th inning. Winker skies one out to left, and Conine waits for it to come down. Good. It hasn't always mattered. Mets gave up only 3 runs in 3 games. And Bakker misses high with a fastball, 2-0 today. They've now won 5 straight. And remember when Rafael Devers was 0 for 19?
Yes.
He's 10 for 19 since.
Yeah, can't keep a good man down.
That's how that goes. I guess he's okay with that DH spot now. 2-1 to Taylor. And Tyrone foul. Talk about the Cardinals getting swept in a doubleheader yesterday. They also lost their catcher. Slider on the outside corner, got him. And Taylor's caught looking. Now down 8-3 to the Pirates in the 8th inning tonight. This night. It's slowly up the third baseline, a foul ball. Andy Ibanez hit a 3-run homer. Tigers have won 4 straight. It was one of the greats
round the playoffs.
And Acuna chases a slider for strike 3. The O of Buteau. So it's Jose Buteau. And a comebacker goes past the mound off the glove of Acuna. And Myers is safe at first.
It hit the mound. You're right. It did hit the mound.
And Paulie takes a fastball strike from Buteau.
Oh, sliders.
There's a changeup at the feet of Paul. Nothing short of spectacular. And that fastball just from a San Diego in the Tanner Scott deal. The runner going, he grounds one foul. And Myers edging away, and he's picked off. Myers was taking a walk. 2 out. Paulie swings and misses at the fastball, and Buteau puts up a 0 in the. Senga leads off, takes a slider outside from Luke Bakker as we start the bottom of the 7th. Marlins no runs and 7 hits, and Senga drives one to center field. Myers chasing back. He'll get there to make the catch. 1 out. Okay. Lindor is already 3 for 3 in this game. Pops this one up behind third. Paulie into foul ground. Catch the ball off the screen. And it's hard to go through it. Although
you have a better memory than me.
Too high to Lindor, 3-2 with Soto on. 3-2 coming to Lindor. And Francisco hits one over the mound. In comes Edwards to field. 2 out. Pulls one down to first, past the glove of Wagaman and into right field, a base hit. So Soto's got his second.
He is so quick inside. That is not
It was a scorching line drive to left, and he lines this one toward the left field corner. That hits off the wall. Soto goes to third. He's going to have to stop there. Alonso dives in at second.
That's just a flat slider that Pete, he's lucky he didn't lift it. It got to the wall so fast, Garrett, and it was played perfectly by
Toomey had a hit in the second game of that series in Miami. He flies this one foul. 2 on in the 5th, and he grounded out to end that inning. Now he's got second and third and 2 out. Trying to change that. And Brandon pops one up in foul ground. And that'll go out of play. He drives this one out to left. Conine started back, now moves over and makes the catch. And that it could well be that Edwin Diaz is not available today. Worked the last 2 days.
Stanek hasn't pitched in 4 days.
So this is away with a slider. 2 balls in his. Where's Joey? And where did that pitch miss? 3 balls in a strike in the count for the first time. And he misses away ball 4. So Edwards is on base for the 3rd time tonight.
And a threat to steal.
In the year with one of your short guys, but 5 outs is doable.
The Cardinals are now off that hot start. Are 2 under.
Career pickoff in the 7th inning, trying for another, and Edwards gets back in. And Stowers goes after a high fastball. Nothing. And he blew one by him for strike 3. Buteau going with number 1. Buteau trying to get through 2 scoreless innings. And he gets a high strike. Good block by Senga on a slider in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 swing in the 8th tonight. 1-2 coming from Buteau to Lopez. And first to throw over. 1-2. Ground ball past the mound. Acuna's there. Side retired. Ryan Stanek getting ready for the save opportunity in the 9th with D out of the 8th. And it's outside ball 4, and Vientos walks for the 3rd time tonight. Home run. We'll get a pinch runner. Jose Siri will run for Vientos at first base.
And that'll be an attempted.
Third baseman Paulie playing at the edge of the grass at 3rd. No hit. And Siri dives back in. Jose has 1 stolen base so far. That draws the throw. So 2 throws over, and now half step. Not going. And the fastball outside, a ball and a strike. They do not have a left-handed bat on the bench. Big cut by Winker, and he comes up empty. 1-2. Now he goes, swing and miss. Hicks his throw to second, and it's not in time. Then he's fouled out and struck out, and he takes fastball inside from Soriano. Taylor takes a slider that misses. 2-0. And Taylor punches one up the middle for a base hit. Siri looking over his shoulder. He's going to turn third and try to score.
Right on the money. But the speed of Siri.
Yeah, I don't know why Siri was looking over his shoulder as he started his run batted end of the season, and that's a big one. It gives Stanek a little breathing room in the 9th.
Nice 2 for.
And he chops one to the right side. Lopez comes in and makes the play. That retires the sucker. Looking for his first career run batted in. He's gone 0 for 3 today. Just thought he down about things. And then we got to the playoffs that year, and as soon as the playoffs.
Yeah, when you're in the minor leagues and you're not starting, it's kind of, you know, you got to look yourself.
Double-A. Liner to center. Myers coming on, makes the catch, and that retires. He's got 11 saves in his career, 7 of them last year with Seattle. But he has not had a save as a Met, and he took a call 3rd strike in the 6th, and he takes a strike on the outside corner for Mets in the postseason last year after struggling early in his Mets tenure. And in the air to deep right center field. Back in the gap goes Taylor. He'll get there. A step on games with 2 outs to get in this one. Fastball for a call strike to Wagaman. 0-1. The pitching has just been
throwing, and he's getting great command. He can lose command.
Coming from Stanek. And he just got a piece of that splitter to stay in the at-bat. Shutout victory on this homestand. 1-2. Got him looking. Fastball on the outside corner. And Met fans staying warm with their heavy clothes and their blankets. And on the verge of another win. Griffin Conine 1 for 3. And he flies one out to shallow right center field. Should be easy for Taylor. And the ball game is over. Ryan Stanek picks up his first save as a Met. The Mets have won their 5th in a row. They shut out the Marlins tonight 2-0. Juan Soto drove in a run. Tyrone Taylor drove